1025 The Fox KMFX. Hey, it's Dave Berg. The last day of March 2009. Maybe you've seen or heard of this show. It's on KTTC Monday nights at 8. Heroes. Last fall, part of their season premiere, there was a guy that was a guest star on that show that had his own superhero show back in the 80s. Maybe you remember it. Believe it or not, talking with actor William Katt, star of The Greatest American Hero.
Hey, is this Dave?
Yes, it is.
Dave, this is William Katt calling in.
Oh, it's so good to talk to you. I am a huge fan, sir, because I remember the show. I remember The Greatest American Hero like it was yesterday. I don't want to put a date to this to make either one of us feel old or anything, but I was a freshman in high school.
Oh, my goodness sakes.
And one of my high school buddies came to me and he was telling me about this new show that's coming on ABC. You know, it's a March premiere, and it starred the guy from I Spy, Robert Culp.
Yep.
This really hot brunette named Connie Selica, and this guy who took Carrie to the prom. And I got to ask you this. Did you ever make it out of that gymnasium alive in Carrie?
I think the conceit was we were leaving that up to the audience's imagination, but I didn't make the sequel, so I guess that answers that. You know?
Well, because I was wondering, you had the superpowers. You could have blown out the flames. You could have busted through a wall or broken down a door or something to get out of there.
Well, this was I hadn't gotten the suit yet, so you got to remember that. You got to put it all in the timeline, you know.
Maybe that was like some of the deleted scenes on the collector's DVD, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I was just wondering, they put out the call for the greatest American hero. Not a greatest American hero, not one of the greatest American heroes, but the greatest American hero, and you were it.
And you know what they say, with great power comes great responsibility.
Has it been a heavy responsibility? Has it been a challenge? Has it been fun?
Yeah, that's like the universe on my shoulders, I feel like the world, at least. I feel like Atlas,
It's been one of those shows that has had like a cult following, kind of like Gilligan's Island.
Here's the 6 degrees of separation. But see, Bob Denver wore a red shirt, and I wore red spandex. So there is some similarities here.
And he flew in one episode, too, because he had a jetpack, so he flew like you, too. Red shirt, red spandex, flying, jetpack. Somewhere along the lines, there's another step toward Kevin Bacon.
Oh, my God, yes. Oh, sure.
The show really didn't get a wrap-up or anything. It just sort of ended, right?
Well, that's what happened. At the time we were doing the show, in the end of the 3rd season, the network was warring with the powers at the Cannell office, because when Cannell was contracted to write this superhero, that really, as he always said, that it's not that the guy was born with these alien powers, but that he acquires a suit, and the suit has the power. So he's still subject to all the, problems that come along with just living as a human being. And the people at the network, the new regime that came in, wanted Ralph to do these heroic deeds and chase monsters and save the planet every episode. And that's not what Cannell wanted to do. So I think that became the beginning of the tension, and then slowly it grew into just this huge war. And they put us on opposite Dallas, and slowly we died.
Yeah, I remember that about the series. Maybe a lot of other people do too. You'd go from episode to episode, fighting different spies, gangsters, saving Bill Maxwell, saving Connie Selica, helping one of your students out of a jam. There really wasn't a villain like Lex Luthor or like the Joker or even like this Sylar on Heroes. Were you looking for more challenges like that instead of saving the world? And
well, here's the funny thing. Many, many years later, you have to know that I started a comic book company called Catastrophic Comics. One of the books that we are doing is The Greatest American Hero.
Right.
As a comic book. We just released our 2nd episode. If anybody missed that out there, they can find us on the eBay.
Okay.
And at catastrophic.com, so that you can order the 1st issue and the 2nd issue. The 3rd issue will be out in about a month. And what we're doing with the show is we've updated it, yet retained the integrity of the original characters and the fun and the spirit. But we are answering some of these questions that fans have long held dear to them, and we are creating a Lex Luthor type of character. We are answering whatever happened to the instruction manual that fell in the desert. We're going to resolve that. we are also going to, or at least ask some new questions, and we're going to explore some other powers that the suit never had the opportunity to explore.
Well, I got the first issue, and I managed to track down a copy of the first issue autographed by you.
Oh, my goodness sakes.
So I'm going to hang that up on my wall.
Throw darts. It makes a great dartboard, you know.
But I got the second issue, and I see it's just one panel. It's just one panel where the instruction manual is on the desert. It's in the sand on the desert, and there's a hand that picks it up, and that's just it in issue 2.
The cliffhanger.
Yes.
By the third book.
Are you enjoying the creative control that you have? Because who exactly do you answer to with this comic?
I approach it very, I wake up in the morning and I approach my mirror carefully. I got to find out what kind of a mood I am to how I'm going to respond to myself.
So really, you're looking at a blank page and you're doing this for your enjoyment, right? And for the fans' enjoyment too, right?
Well, I think so. God bless him. Stephen Cannell has given me his trust that I'm going to protect his story, and God knows there's no money in this, so we're just doing it for the love of it.
I know. The same thing is true of radio.
There you go.